Okay, so here's the compost bin.
Yeah, it's dusk, so you can hear the cicadas going crazy.
And my little wheelbarrow. Kelly calls it the Flintstones wheelbarrow because I just...
All this is scrap wood from pallets and shipping containers. So anyway,
So I got the compost sifter, and I had to make a little custom wheelbarrow to fit in that spot. Okay, so let me back out here. So that's the setup. I'll do a layer of lawn clippings, leaves that fall, veggie scraps, anything other than meats and fats can go on top there. And then once I got a really good layer of that, then I'll put down a layer of shredded paper. So just to, okay, brand new to this video thing. Anyway, you can see down there, that looks like dirt. That's because that's the old stuff. So I'm just gonna dig in here. Bear with me, I'm gonna flip it. Okay, so you can see the different layers. Now there's like one layer of paper. Okay, so starting with some dirt looking stuff, which is the veggies, and then the layer paper, dirt looking stuff, layer paper, and then some dirt. Anyway, I'll dig in here, and in about a month I'll turn the whole thing, and the worms, honestly, they love the paper, and it gets wet and they just go through it like crazy. And then when I go and turn it, it basically flip-flops the worm ecosystem, and they work their way back down.
and what I end up with is some good, rich, black soil that, there are some big things, like a top of a pineapple or things like that, a mango pit or something like that. That stuff still needs to stay in here. But then that forms the base of the next year's. So, and this is pretty well mushed down. I mean,
here in a couple months the leaves drop.
So I'll toss it before the leaves drop, and I'll spread some, and then in the fall I'll have it filled up all the way to the rim with leaves, and they'll squish down, and I'll have a whole pile of them off to the side here that I'll just keep feeding in, and I'll turn and turn and turn,
and then that gives me the only fertilizer that I use on the garden beds. So, hey, there's my ale horn. Oh, I've been looking for that.
nice.
Oh.
So good.
So anyway, yeah, that's the compost bin, and I get a lot of filler using the paper, and the worms dig into it like crazy. And then when I harvest from it and run it through the sifter, there's so many worms, and then of course then the worms transplant onto the beds. Oh, that poor bed. All my squash are dead or
Dying, except for that one zucchini there, and then up front the peppers and eggplant and the kale specifically are doing great. But
I'll dump all this onto there, and that's how I replenish the soil.